There is a crisis in the coaching world right now. Coaches aren't coaching. They're so caught up in all of these extra details that aren't actually giving them the results they want. Webinars, automated series, beautiful newsletters, blogs, you name it, Facebook ads, the list goes on and on. But the bottom line is they aren't coaching. I'm going to tell you 2 powerful tools that you need to know in order to have a deep, meaningful coaching practice of your dreams. But before I do that, I have to tell you a secret. I used to be one of those coaches that wasn't coaching. Just a few years ago, I was a conference junkie. I loved conferences. I would pick them in cool locations with awesome speakers. I would pick out my outfits. I would think about, okay, I have to go buy the coolest journal, that I'm gonna write all of these amazing tools and secrets they're gonna give me at this conference. This conference is gonna be it. It's gonna have the answer. And I would go and I would pick out these beautiful journals, and I would, pick the one with the best quote. And I would go to the conference and kind of sneak my way to the front. I'm not an early morning riser, so I'd get there late, but I'd squirm in and wait by the front doors. And the second the doors opened, I'd rush to my seat in the front row. I'm a front row girl. I don't know what they're doing in the back. And I would sit there and I would fill my entire notebook full of notes. Front, back, beautiful ahas. How am I gonna create this coaching practice of my dreams, right? And I would leave the conference, and I would look through my notes on where to start. And maybe I built a website, or maybe I made some business cards, but it never led me to where I really wanted to be. And so I'd find myself back at the next conference. And eventually I noticed the cycle, and I decided to hire a coach. She said, I've got 2 things you need to be doing in order to have the coaching practice of your dreams. And everything else is a distraction. Tell everyone you know that you're a coach and make offers. So I know what you're thinking. Tell everyone I know I'm a coach, but I'm not a coach. I'm not a coach. I don't have a certification. No one's anointed me. I don't have this little piece of paper that says I'm a coach. I have a news flash for you. If you are getting the tap to coach, you have always been a coach. You were born a coach. You've been coaching your entire life. Susie from the swings in 2nd grade, you coached her. Your cousin who was in the 9-to-5 that was sucking her soul and you got her out, you coached her. Your best friend that was in the relationship that she needed to get out of, you coached her. You were born to be a coach. It is time to tell everyone you know that you've arrived, you are a coach, this is what you do. Everyone you know, even that weird uncle, and I know you have a weird uncle because everyone has a weird uncle, and I think I have 2. And you need to tell him what you do, because when he's on an airplane next to your ideal client and he's talking to her, he says, oh my gosh, that's exactly what my niece does. You need to talk to her. Boom, sale. Make offers. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like sales calls, Stephanie. I'm on to you. Here's the deal. I used to be terrified of sales calls too. I remember my first 5 were like an absolute nightmare. Like the sweats. I think maybe even threw up before one. Like I know how terrifying they are. But I remember a call I had with Katie. She was probably my 5th opportunity to make an offer. And I remember talking to her. She was so ideal. Like everything she wanted, I knew I could help her achieve. I knew it. I was so excited about this. We get to the end of the call and it's time for me to make the offer. And she says, do you have any more information? And I freaked out. Like, no, my coach said I didn't need any more information. I don't have any more information. I don't have a website. I don't have anything else to send you. I'm losing it, right? Like, this is about me. I wasn't prepared. I should have had more information that I could send her. And we got off the phone, and I think I typed something up on Word and sent it. Like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Obviously, I need to tell my coach I needed more information. And I look back, we're still friends. I never heard from Katie again. We're still friends on Facebook. She's still posting inspirational quotes, but she's not coaching. She's not doing the work that her soul yearned to do. And I look back and I realize that that was my opportunity to coach her. That was my first real opportunity. I had her on the phone. That was my first opportunity. Figure out what her real truth was. What does I want more information really mean? Was that no, or was that I'm scared? And that was my opportunity to help her get closer to her truth and figure that out. But I didn't know that. I let her go. I was scared of sales calls, and it's painful. There's a crisis in the coaching world right now. Coaches aren't coaching. I'm going to take you through an exercise. I want you to envision that you are at a church. You open the doors and you walk in. You're at a funeral. And it's someone you know, but you don't know who it is yet. And you're standing in line to pay your respects. And as you walk closer, you're like waving to people. I know these people in here. Family members, friends. And as you get closer, you peer in the coffin and you realize, that's me. So you take a seat in the pew. And you're going to listen as people get up and talk about you. Your client stands up. What do you want her to say? She had the most badass website, those business cards. I mean, the headshots were dreamy. Like, you should have seen her headshots. They were absolutely magic. Or do you want her to say, she changed my life? She set me free. I got to be more of who I was always meant to be because she showed up and guided me and allowed me to really shine through. You get to choose. So, remember, there's only two things you should be doing, and everything else is a distraction. One, tell everyone you know what you do, including your weird uncle. And two, start making offers. Thank you.